disappointing result, Liam, but the team made the top six for the 5th season in a row. How big an achievement is that?
I think it's a massive achievement. You know, it is massively disappointing today for the players and for the supporters that came down, but I think over the next couple of days, you know, you reflect on today, but you also reflect on the last 33 games this season, and over the piece we've been good enough to be in 5th position at this stage, and you know, I think it's great for the club, the fans, that we're in the top 6, and you know, there's a real chance to get 4th, and that European spot if Celtic were to win the Scottish Cup, so still a lot to play for this year, and you know, I think it helps the boys now. We've got that 2-week break with no game next week, you know, to dust ourselves down and get 1 or 2 players back to full fitness and get ready to go in the split.
It's easy for some people to take getting top 6 for granted when it comes to St Johnstone.
No, that's it. It shows how far the team's come, but take nothing away from the players on how hard it is to get in the top 6 year after year. You know, you see that there's no easy games with Kilmarnock fighting for their lives today, and you know, they beat us 3-0, but I think their goalies made 2 or 3 good saves. I've had a goal chopped off that another day might have been given, so that's disappointing, but we've created chances, and but again, you know, we're in the top 6, and you know, still a lot to play for this year.
On the game today, was the scoreline a reflection on the game?
I don't think you can take away the win for Kilmarnock. You know, they've came and scored 3 goals, but their goalie's got man of the match. He'll probably get their player of the season. You know, it's a couple of times now he's been the best player for them against us. So, no, massively disappointed to lose 3-0. But again, we'll reflect on the whole season. We're in the top 6 and still a lot to play for this year.
And as you mentioned, when it was 2-0 to Kilmarnock, you had the ball in the net. We made it 2-1 with about 25 minutes to go. Why was it chalked off? The
referee says I've pushed the defender, and there's contact there, but you know, there's an aerial challenge, there's always got to be contact, so disappointed with the decision, but you know, we've had 1 or 2 decisions this season that another day we might not have got, so you know, disappointed with that, but you know, like I say, there's still a lot to play for this year, and you know, the boys will be looking forward to, you know, having a say in what happens with the league and playing in games that really do matter.
There's a few players missing today. That'll be a big influence when they come back in the team, maybe hopefully in a couple of weeks' time.
No, absolutely. I think we've shown, and that's why we've been successful this year. Everyone's played their part. We've had 1 or 2 missing today, and you know, big players for us as well. When you look at Stephen Anderson and Maka and you know, Murray Davidson, Brian Easton, you know, boys that have all played a part this season. So you know, they'll come back, and like I say, with a free week next week, it gives us an opportunity to work on a few things going into the top 6.
How hungry are the players to get 4th place, potentially Europe for next season?
As a player and you know, as a group of fans, you just have to look over the last couple of years and on what it's meant to the club to go on these trips to Rosenborg, to Alishkert, you know, Luzerne, you know, massive trips, and you see how much the club's enjoyed it, and you know, we want to do that again. If we finish 4th and it's not good enough for Europe, it's still a massive achievement for the club.
And finally, I mean, the team traditionally, especially in the last 3 seasons, have finished really strongly in the last 5 matches of the season. You hoping for the same again?
Absolutely. I think you've got to give massive credit to the players, because they've not had much of a break in the summer the last couple of years either. You know, and hopefully we can finish in Europe this season and get a short summer again.
Thank you.